What's going on, everybody? This is RF Mike, and today we are going to make a good tasting, delicious iced coffee. I've looked on YouTube. It's been about a year since people have posted videos on how to make iced coffee. Most people just show you that you put your K-cup, your brew over ice K-cup in the pod, in the machine, like these ones here, for example. You put it in the machine, put your cup of ice underneath, and brew, and that's it. I'm going to show you how you make a good tasting iced coffee with a little bit of caramel, some milk, kind of make it how you'd have it if you got it from Starbucks or somewhere else. There is a trick to making a good cup of iced coffee, and I will demonstrate that. Alright, so as you see, this is my K-Cup 2.0, my Keurig 2.0. This is the K5500 or K550 model, excuse me. The highest end one that Keurig makes at the moment. And as you see, we have our tumbler, which is our double-walled insulated cup. Our K-cup, we're going to use a measuring cup for a reason. I will show you. Alright, so first thing, most people, you just take your cup and you fill it with ice, and then you put your K-cup underneath and brew. Put your K-cup in, and you brew, and you're good to go. If you want to make it a creamy, smooth-tasting coffee, not bitter and watered down, there is a trick. If you pay attention to how the baristas do it at Starbucks or any of your coffee shops, they generally brew the coffee hot. Add in everything to it, and then add your ice and put it all in a separate cup. So that's what we're going to do here. First, I'm going to show you how much you actually hold in your cup that you mainly use. Since this is an official Keurig tumbler, it should hold 16 ounces of water. So as we see here, this is 16 ounces of water. And we're going to pour that into our tumbler. So that right there is your maximum liquid that you can hold in your tumblers, or for when you make an iced coffee. But you're not going to use all that. When you make your coffee itself, you are really only going to be using 6 ounces of coffee, and the rest will be ice. And that's how you make a good tasting, not too weak, not too strong cup of coffee, because 8 ounces is a normal cup. So you're going to use 6 ounces of coffee on a strong brew setting, and the rest is going to be your ice and your other additives. So what we're going to do is we're going to use this thick glass measuring cup to do our hot brew with, and then we will put ice in our K-cup, in our tumbler, So we will use that. We're going to do some caramel, as you see I have here. This is Skinny Syrups, 0 sugar, caramel, 0 calories. I'm going to do 2 pumps of caramel. There we go. That makes up our 2. And that is, I want to say it's almost less than an ounce. Yeah, I'd say that's probably less than an ounce of caramel. And then we're going to go into the fridge. Grab some milk. Move our OJ out of the way. You can use half milk, whole milk, 2%. I wouldn't recommend a half and half. And obviously, as you see here, I'm leaving my actual creamer in the door. We're not using creamer. We use milk. And we will put in probably just enough to get us that 4 ounce. So about 3 ounces of milk. 3 to 4 ounces of milk is what you'll want. So if you look at that, that's 4 ounces of liquid right there. And then we're going to add in 6 ounces of coffee. So that will leave 8 ounces of ice, if my math is right. So we'll put that underneath. Pull out whatever pod we had in there last. Toss that. Alright, so this one that I'm using right here is a donut shop coffee, sweet and creamy, hazelnut. Any of them that say sweet and creamy, they're not always sweet and creamy. They're kind of bitter. So we will go up here and we will select 6 ounces. We're going to brew this on strong. And the strong brew, it's like on the original models, you could change the heat temperature, how hot the water would get. You want a stronger brew, especially on a thinner cup, because we're going to be diluting it with the milk, and we're going to dilute it with water and all that other, or the ice, which is water, which will melt down. So you want to kind of have a decently strength brew. And we'll hit go. So we're basically brewing hot over cold milk. And while that brews, let's get our ice. Pick that up. And for the ice, we'll fill it up halfway for now. No, there's half. We'll keep away. No good. Alright. So that's about half ice. And we're only doing half for now just to see, make sure we don't overfill our machine, overfill our cup. And as you can see, coffee's already about done. So right there, it's almost 12 ounces. Alright. Pull that out from underneath. And use a spoon. Make sure it's all mixed well. Looks nice. Smells good. Smell a little bit of caramel in there. Rinse our spoon off. Alright, so our half cup of ice, along with almost 12 ounces of coffee. That worked out perfect. We still have about 2 to 4 ounces of space here in the cup, which is good, because now we can throw in a little more ice, chill this a little more. And then we will add in a couple other things just to make it a little fancy. Throw in a handful of cubes. That's good. About 3 more cubes there. And now we'll stir all this in. For me, I'm going to put the lid on this, so I need to drink a little bit of it. Give it a little taste test. Oh yeah, that's good. Not bitter, not overly powering, too sweet either. Alright, so that's that part. Now, since we have the room in the top, once I put the lid on, I like a little flavor. Just like you do at Starbucks, you tell them maybe 2 pumps of caramel and then caramel drizzle on top. Yeah, I like to do my caramel toppings and whipped cream and all that good stuff. So, put on a little Ready Whip. Top that off. Looks all nice. Next, we'll throw in a little bit of chocolate and caramel drizzle. Caramel. There we go. A nice, delicious, cold iced coffee for the afternoon. Alright, and that is it. We'll go on ahead and put our lid on this. Hopefully it doesn't mess it up too much. We'll push down a little bit, as you see. Try to tighten this with one hand somewhat. drink some of this. Got some of that to drop down. Alright, and that's it. That is a nice looking iced coffee. Almost like what you get from Starbucks or your local coffee shop. If you guys have any questions, please leave a comment down below. As always, like and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next Keurig video.